Mr. Harper, you say you found out about the truth about the Duffy deal in May 14th or 15th when you found out, but your cabinet ministers continued after that to speak in the House of Commons saying that it was only Nigel Wright who knew. They said there were no documents, this is all there is to it. Why did you allow that to continue when you knew that it wasn't the truth, that there were more people involved?
Well, look, I think, let me be clear on what I've said on this all along. We were all told. We were all told that Mr. Duffy had repaid his expenses. Mr. Duffy said that on national television. He had borrowed money from the bank, etc. That is what we all understood to be the truth. That is what the vast majority of, that's not what only the entire caucus thought and I thought, that is what the vast majority of our staff also believed was the case. When I found out that was not the truth, we made that very clear to the Canadian public. There are two people responsible for this. They are obviously Mr. Duffy himself and Mr. Wright, and those are the people being held responsible and accountable.
Hannah Thibodeau, CBC.
Hi, Mr. Harper. Thanks for taking questions this morning. You just mentioned in that answer a vast majority of staff believe that, but there were staff and very high-profile staff that knew otherwise. You know, for a few days you have been kind of evading that question about the deception done by many of your senior staff in the Duffy case, including Mr. Ray Novak. He's your current chief of staff, and he was told about Mr. Wright's check in emails directly with Mr. Wright. So why have you tolerated Mr. Novak's lying and even promoted him to current chief of staff who's traveling with you right now?
Well, I would simply not accept the premise of that question. These are the actions of Mr. Duffy and Mr. Wright. You hold people responsible for their own actions. You certainly don't hold subordinates responsible for the actions of their superiors. These are the two people who are responsible, and they are being held accountable.
On va continuer avec la